All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hope you guys are having a good old time. Callahan's Crosstime Saloon continues. So I have to take my pug out, my 13-year-old pug, out for a potty break when I go out. Sometimes it's just been too long. And immediately when I pick her up, she starts pissing. So I had to change my pants because she pissed down my pants as I was taking her on the way out. So, yeah. Took a little bit longer of a break there. Okay. Here we go. Yep, that's my excuse, yeah. The dog pissed my pants. Dial 911.
Thank you for calling the Suffolk County
Jesus.
911 emergency line. Please call back during non-peak hours and we will be happy to assist you with all your emergency needs. This message sponsored by the NRA and does not necessarily reflect the views of your local telephone company or Legend Entertainment.
Ah. Dial 0. You dial the operator dial the operator. Do they still have those? Is that still a thing that you can do? I don't even know, man. I haven't used like a landline in forever. You dial the operator who angrily barks that service is supposed to be turned off at this number. She swears. Oh, man. She swears to the heavens that she'll have the service off within 2 to 4 hours, come hell or high water, or her name is an operator 12. Then she hangs up on you. Okay. All right, next. Dial info.
Thank you for using ATCI. What city?
It's somewhere on Long Island, I think. York Easter Van Lines.
I'm sorry, I'll need a city.
What if I don't know the city?
Then you don't know the number either.
Well, duh. KL53972.
This is Jake. If you don't mind talking to a machine, leave a message. Otherwise, try me again later. Hey, me. This is me. Just enjoying being in 2 places at once. I should be home soon. I don't think I'll be too much longer. Bye.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Thank you.
It's somewhere on Long...
I'm sorry.
What if I...
Then you don't...
Okay. So I have to find the city then?
Ooh, maybe I'll come back later.
Oh, come back later, what?
Ooh, maybe I'll come back later and pick these up.
Okay. So everything's telling me, like, even the phone person told me, like, maybe come back later, I guess. How do you lose an entire city? I don't know. Have you watched the show Letterkenny? Cupid Must Die. I haven't. I've never seen Letterkenny, but to be fair, no, I've watched Letterkenny. Chocolate, here you go. He doesn't want anything to do with you, anything you have to give him. He'd prefer you just leave him alone. It said don't pry. Put the tire iron. Put the tire iron. There's no open. The verbiage doesn't change. Oh, I have to send it back. You start to put the tire on the steps, but then you suddenly realize somebody back in Brazil is waiting for this. You'll have to remember to send it back to Mr. Alanis. Maybe we use this. Oh, there's bolts. Oh, okay, hold on. The bolts look fixed and immobile, but after all, this is a magician's truck. Okay. Put the tire on the bolts? Oh. Pull the bolts. You start to pull on the bolts, but the driver hawks and spits very loudly, pointedly. You turn around and look at him. Give him beady eye. Don't push your luck with a guy who moves pianos for a living. Oh, so he does have to leave. So, hold on. What if I give him some morphine? Oh, no? All right. Don't chuck the morphine about hither and yon. Oh, so I can't. Okay. I can't make morphine chocolate? Does it unlock the, yeah.
There isn't any way to get you to open up at all, is there?
That's right.
I was beginning to suspect as much. Thanks anyway.
It's all right.
Okay. Oh, just open it? It won't open. Look at it. Unlock it. You don't have the key. Maybe we just go tell Callahan what we've seen.
I thought you left.
I did. I'm back.
Was he there?
No, but I know where he went.
Where?
According to the guy there who was packing stuff onto a van, he's gone to Transylvania.
Callahan's expression changes to one approaching panic.
Then I was right. Jake, will you go get him?
What? You want me to go to Transylvania?
There we go.
You know that confidence I told you I wouldn't repeat?
There we go. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this is enough of an emergency to warrant my breaking that confidence. Jake, Piotr once told me that he would never go back to Transylvania until he was ready to end his life.
Oh, God.
It had something to do with a woman, and he never gave me the whole story, but you understand.
Yeah.
Can you find some way to get to him?
I think so.
Thanks, Jake.
I can?
Move
What?
quickly. I don't know how much time we have.
Tell me! Callahan nods a quick goodbye, then putting on a less agitated face, turns to deal with business. Okay. Someone have like a spaceship or something? Explorer. Mickey Finn's Explorer is one of the few vehicles that gives him headroom he needs. His only other real option is convertible. The sight of him has been known to cause accidents, right? Okay. Roadster. Old Roadster gives Doc the width. He sits comfortably, wide, rounded, bigger than life. Suits him perfectly. Joe's Wrangler has a peculiar odor, a mixture of German Shepherd and Old Spice.
I think I'm going to Transylvania. Doc, you gotta come with me.
I'm on call. What can I do?
I always thought you a general practitioner. Now I find out you're an oncologist.
Oh my
Hey, you
God.
should think before you make a bad joke like that. Meanwhile, of course, I'm surgeon for a better one.
Oh, good Lord. All right.
Hi, Jake.
Josie, come away with me. Let me take you away from all of this.
Now that's the best invitation I've had in a long time. What do you have in mind?
What are you talking about? I've been making you that invitation for years. Mike's worried about Piotr. And Mike doesn't worry unless there's a damn good reason to worry.
That's true.
Mike asked me to handle it, so I'm off to see if I can find him.
Did he want me to come with you?
No, he didn't.
Well then.
Yeah, I guess. Come to think of it, I think I know why he wants me to handle it myself.
You and Mike are the only two people in the bar who know that Piotr is a vampire. Piotr doesn't like to spread it around. People tend to discriminate. Oh, okay.
But hey, think about this while you're gone, won't you?
She waves a brochure in your direction.
I will.
You won't. Ah. So just get in my truck and go to the fucking airport, I guess, maybe? Disquieted by the tightness in Mike's voice as he urged you to find Piotr, you drive back to Piotr's faster than you should. You rarely hear Mike so shaken, and it undermines the sense of everything's going to be all right that you usually get from him. Thankfully, when you arrive at Piotr's, the delivery truck is still here. It occurs to you that if the crates are going via overnight delivery, oh, that's where Piotr is. Fast way to get there is a stow away. Duh. Get in.
Piotr?
Oh, there's a lot of crap around outside. Okay.
Piotr?
Nope. Okay. Well, there's only one that I can get in, and it's the steamer trunk. Get in. Yeah. Okay. So I have to distract the driver somehow. I have to get his the number for his moving company. Look at the van. Oh, there's license plate. Truck's license plate hard to see in the dim light. Is Yevel 117. Appears to be a New York plate. Oh, okay. So New York. I just need the city then. Okay. Use. Dial
Thank you
info.
for using.
It's somewhere on Long Island, I think. York Easter Van Lines.
I'm sorry, I'll need a city.
What if I don't know?
Then you don't.
Oh, come on. What? New York isn't the city. Oh, take it. Take the truck. To lower the truck's door so you can reach the license plate, but the driver begins to growl softly under his breath. Thinking he might have been a pit bull in previous incarnation, you decide you don't really need the license plate that badly. A retractable ramp makes it easy for the driver to load and unload large objects. Push it. Oh, there you go. You slide the ramp of the truck. The driver looks annoyed. There we go. There's the bumper sticker. How's my driving? Klondike 50931. Driver's office P rolls the ramp back out. Guess he showed you.
York Easter Van Lines. Last year, over 20,000 families put their trust in York Easter.
Oh my God, I just put it together. York Easter. God damn, man. I can't believe that one took me so long. York Easter. Jesus. The Lord's Prayer, thank you for 80 months in a row. 80. Hell yes. Welcome back, baby. Do you know the game Jack Orlando? No, I've never heard of it. Hey, Petey Pete.
So, you a good moving company?
When it comes to quality, sir, you can't touch York Easter.
I'd like to complain about one of your drivers.
Did you have the license plate number, sir?
Yes, that was YEVL 117.
Just a moment, please.
She puts you on hold for a moment, then clicks back on the line.
Okay, we have that driver, sir. And what was the problem with his driving?
He was weaving all over the road.
Oh, dear. Did he appear drunk?
No, he was eating.
Tush, tush. We'll contact him immediately.
Tush, tush.
Thank you.
York Easter, tush, tush. The moving man's beeper goes off. His jaw drops with a mouthful of sandwich. He says something like, that sounds like, ooh, thip, and walks around to the truck's cab to call his dispatcher. Bingo! Bloop. Oh, get in. Yeah, okay, I know. You even if you undo the straps, the lock's still locked. You don't see any way to unlock it. Pull at it. The bolts slide out a half inch, and there's a soft but significant click. Oh, really? Oh, bolts are fully extended. Bolts and strap and a hasp in front. I don't know what the fuck a hasp is, but oh, and now I open it. All right. Front panel swings forward along a concealed. Okay. No, not the bolts. Get in. With the driver out of the way, you're able to step into the trunk and pull the front closed. It clicks shut. You spend about a minute trying to figure out how to get out again when you hear the moving man return and angrily finish loading up the truck. That includes the trunk you're in. You spend the next 24 hours or so being buffeted about, subject to freezing temperatures, dropped, and generally treated like a piece of meat. As you do, you constantly say to yourself, Jake Stonebender, the Florescu. I don't know what that is. I don't know that word. Hasp is like a thing that can hold a lock, if I remember. Okay. Over 2,000 hours, 856 of which watching Zeke. Nice, Popsicle. Nice. Oh, to the rescue, to Florescu. Got it. During the many hours of rough travel of the chilly airplane cargo hold and of numerous unloadings and reloadings, you develop strange sensations. Confidence and power as if you could easily stow away on any old tramp steamer or freight train. Excitement as you realize that you have discovered a new and very inexpensive way to travel that doesn't involve stealing anyone's plane tickets, which didn't exactly sit right. Panic and nausea as you realize that you're halfway around the world with no money at all, not even the number of a nice credit card lady who can make travel reservations, get you replacement credit cards, or send you prescription refills. But mostly you feel a surge of anticipation as the truck you're in slows down, the tires crunching and popping on gravel, the possible sign of a driver rather than another loading dock. You duck back into the trunk as the driver sets the brake and turns off the engine. Sure enough, although you can't make out the words, the voices outside the truck have familiar inflections of finality and relief. None of the voices sound like that of your friend Piotr. The trunk you're in is unloaded. A while later, when you stop hearing the sound of people in the immediate vicinity, you cautiously emerge from the trunk.
I was going to knock and inform you that you could come out, Master Stonebender, but I was afraid I might give you heart failure.
Piotr! Butler.
Are you all right?
Yes, but no, I mean, I'm confused.
I'm so sorry. Perhaps you didn't know we were expecting you. Master Piotr informed us you were coming.
He did.
Yes. I believe his exact words were, "A man named Jake Stonebender has done something very ill-advised. When he arrives and gets out of my substitution trunk, treat him with utmost respect, but inform him that his trip was unnecessary. I am then to make arrangements to have you sent back to America immediately. First class, of course."
He did. Huh. Well, if he knew me well enough to know I was coming for him, he should have known me well enough to know I wouldn't leave without him.
What?
That's okay. I know what I'm talking about.
Of course. Well, Master Florescu anticipated you would refuse to depart for at least a while. Feel free to have a look around and make use of Master Florescu's trap and driver if you wish. Let me know when I can make your return reservations.
All right. So we'll save it there. Call this one. Let's call it Transylvania 6-5. Nap. 65,000. Perfect. Zeke was number 2, but 1 in the heart. Oh, thank you, Stupid. What am I vaping and do I recommend it? Oh, I have just regular menthol. It's Mr. E's menthol. That's all I have. I don't like flavored stuff. A little mint is fine, but other than that, Piotr's butler stands amidst the crates, checking what's come in and hasn't what's come in and what hasn't, keeping an eye on you at the same time.
Yes, Master Stonebender?
Where is Piotr?
I'm not precisely certain.
For what it's worth, Florescu is a Romanian name, so Transylvania definitely suits the name. Okay.
You sure do talk purty.
Is this a little more to the American palate? I don't rightly know. I was just fixin' to get me some victuals when he done left. Now, please don't drag me round to the back of the shed and sodomize me, as you Americans are so fond of doing.
Did you get all this from Piotr?
Certainly not. But I have seen 2 examples of American cinema, and I know all I wish to know about your customs and your people.
Was Deliverance one of the movies you saw?
It was.
What was the other one?
I Spit on Your Grave, and I must say that you Americans seem completely engrossed with the subject.
We're not all like that, you know.
Pardon me if I snort derisively. And I don't mean that as a come-on.
Oh, like a pig? Squeal like a pig? I get it. That's great. 6 massive support columns are spaced down the center of the room. You examine their surfaces for carefully hidden pulleys, levers, keys, gauges, push buttons, switches, knobs, slots, sockets, handles, dials, logic puzzles, or revolving panels. You do find one interesting thing, but no matter how much you fiddle with it, nothing at all happens. 2 days later, several of the castle staff die as a result of someone mysteriously shutting off the furnace. Beautiful. Several lavish oriental rugs are laid on the hardwood floor. You lift the carpet to check the floor underneath for trapdoors, pressure plates, secret hatches, booby traps, spike pits, loose floorboards, telltale hearts, families hiding from invading soldiers, and piles of dirt. You find piles of dirt.
Yeah.
A telltale and a telltale heart, but that's another story. The old wood floor is a warm, soft patina, and despite the myriad of gouges and scuffs, is remarkably well preserved.
And the same goes for Chives.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, his name is Chives. Okay. You unknot your keds and slip them off, taking a running start. You slide for several feet along the slick floor.
It works better with a fresh, dry pair of woolen socks, sir. Shall I get you some?
Nah, I got it out of my system for now.
Perhaps you'd like to jump on some of the beds upstairs.
No, that won't be necessary.
There's a jungle gym and a swing set in the center of the hedge maze.
No, thank you.
Sort of carton boxes of parcels are strewn about all higgledy-piggledy. You open several boxes and find they contain items of Piotr's.
The master has requested that his worldly possessions be distributed upon his demise. Therefore, we will not be unpacking just now, Master Stonebender.
Oh, Book of Magic. Large book is sitting open among the effluvium of Piotr's life. Oh, you close the old book and take it. Chives watches you out of the corner of his eye, but says nothing. I'll thumb through it. The Headless Woman. In The Headless Woman, the magician effects a most startling illusion suitable for a stage or parlor. The box is fashioned with 2 mirrors hinged at the back and meeting at the center. See workshop plans in the companion volume of this set. In performance, the assistant's head is clearly seen through the front of the box, figure A. Her hands support the box, where it rests upon her shoulders. Magi closes the box. The moment this is done, the assistant draws the mirrors closed about her face, figure B. A small movement easily covered. If desired, daggers may be thrust through the hole in the box, thus further disguising the seam that runs vertically where the mirrors meet. Magi then opens the cabinet, revealing the vanished head, figure C. Then the process is reversed if the Magi wishes to reconjure the missing head. Or thumb through and flip through. They're different things, huh? Okay. Okay. So you guys are having a conversation. I won't interrupt. I'd be jumping into the middle of it. Let's see. You catch the fifth of the book and stop and read page 27. The Vanishing Horse and Rider. For suitably well-equipped stages, the Vanishing Horse and Rider is difficult to top for mystery and spectacle. The Magi, atop a white steed, vanishes from a box suspended well above the stage and instantaneously appears in another such box on the opposite side of the stage. A duplicate horse and rider are used, made up or masked to resemble closely the Magi. The black backdrop must be used on stage, and the black blinds are necessary for the two boxes. As the illusion commences, the duplicates are already in place behind the black blind of the rightmost box. This creates the illusion that the audience is viewing all the way through the box to the backdrop. The box is pulled into the air. Magi on his horse ride onto the leftmost box, which is then raised up, figure 8. On the Magi's cue, the black blind is pulled down in front of him. There's sometimes, this is sometimes best disguised with a flash pot or similar device. A second later, the blind in front of the duplicates is allowed to snap open. The box should be lowered quickly and the horse and rider led off stage so that the audience will not have an opportunity to linger on them. Wow. The Great Revealo. Love my book, Secrets of Stage Magic by Irving Bell. Looks extremely valuable. Handled with care. Antique ornamental mirror inlaid with gold filigree and probably extremely valuable. Look in. You walk over and look in the mirror. How thoughtful, you think. Somebody's painted Piotr's image, reversed, on the surface of the mirrors so that he'd be able to look at himself, sort of. Ah! Ha ha! The grandfather clock doesn't appear to be running. His hand's frozen at 4:18, which is coincidentally the exact time the clock's first owner died. Which isn't surprising since he died by having the clock fall on him. There's a stack of old Hardy Boys novels inside the grandfather clock. This could be a mystery. If only your old chum Chet were here. This is a portrait of an older woman with what they call in the novels a generous mouth. In the sense that she's feeding several wolf pups out of it. The softly polished rosewood of the frame suggests that this portrait has some emotional significance for Piotr. You have in the heart to remove this obviously treasured object. Okay. Balustrade. A beautiful hand-rubbed balustrade. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Winds its way to the second floor. Candelabra. Candles in the candelabra give a burnished sepia glow to the room, like an old photograph or a thermal fax that's been sitting in the sun. Oh, are you asking me to look at this photograph? Okay. Extinguish them. You blow out the candles, they flicker dim and flare back up. This must be one of those self-relighting candelabras. Box. Smallish box that rather resembles a treasure chest. You gently lift the lid. A few silver coins fall out. You scoop them up and put them back on the pile in the box. You take a handful of palming coins.
Are you a magician, sir?
No.
Oh, I couldn't help but admire the way you make things disappear.
I'll take the box. You take the box. As you lift it, you can feel the sides shifting. The joints are loose. You decide the box is too fragile to take with you. Okay. Silver palming coins have milled edge for easier manipulation and a smoother surface than real coins, making them shinier on stage. Okay. Foyer is littered with packing crates, some of which you recognize from outside Piotr's house on Long Island. Sealed tightly. You have no way of opening them. Okay, never mind. Ooh, the fuck? Holy shit. Oof, they're heavy. Twine-tied parcels with exotic markings scattered hither and yon.
What do these symbols mean?
Nothing, sir.
It must mean something.
No, sir.
You're hiding something.
No, sir.
You'd tell me if these packages had something important in them, wouldn't you?
No, sir.
Well, it's a good thing for you I'm not feeling very nosy right now.
Yes, sir. As if, sir.
Grim Skull with 26. Welcome back, Grim Skull. Good to see you again. Hide in. You might be right. There might be a hide in the crate. Maybe several of them. You'll never know because there's no way to open it. Bwahahaha. Big old crate stands in the driveway ready to be dollied in the next available dolly. Okay. You gently knock on the crate. From inside the crate, a couple of voices whisper excitedly. Then there's a sharp creak. The whispering stops, and you think you can hear the sound of footsteps receding up a stairway. A moment later, you hear a small door slamming closed. A veiled curse and the sound of a toilet being flushed. The steps approach again, and there's some throat clearing, rustling of fabric, somebody bumping into something, and then somebody says, "There's nobody in here."
I'm going to have to ask Piotr about that.
All right. Apparently, this game is based on series novels, are also very pun heavy. Attack Cat, yes, I've read a lot of them. That's why I was so excited to play and get this game. Thanks again to Johnny Scar. A pair of handsome white horses stand patiently in waiting. Feed them. You dig around in your pocket for a carrot stick or a lump of sugar.
Oh, dang. I ate all my carrot sticks and lumps of sugar on the way here. In fact, I'm getting a little hungry. Wonder if they have any oats.
Pet them. You walk up to the horses, stroke their noses, ready to pull your arm back at any second should they become feisty.
Easy there, Billy. Easy there, Hillary.
Bill and Hillary, the horses. I like it. I mean, you've read 3. No, Zeke? 3, sure, whatever. Well, that's a lot. I'm not a reader, so any amount of books is a lot. Anything above 0. A heavy, misshapen little man sits atop the trap, reading a copy of Trap and Driver.
Evening, Squire.
Good evening. Are you the one I talked to about...
Driving? That's me, sir. I'm the driver. Would you be wanting me services?
Definitely.
Well, that's just fine, sir. I'm just a little surprised, is all.
Why is that?
Well, you and Master both arriving in boxes and all. I figured you'd be, taking it on the wing, so to speak. Not that there's anything wrong with that, sir.
No, I'm not
Another
like
one, huh?
Well, okay, sir. I believe you, sir. Where you wanting to go somewhere now, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please. Only I don't know where I can go.
Well, let's see. Right now, unless you know any specific addresses you want to get to, I could just take you downtown.
It's a city?
I wouldn't call it precisely that. But it's a happening place anyway. Listen to the hoofbeats of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk so the lepers aren't pretty. How can you lose?
So maybe it's squalid there, but maybe I'll find Piotr, although I don't know where. Let's go downtown.
Humming the theme to some old 60s hit, you climb into the trap, somehow feeling that things will be great for sure. The trap rattles along for a while on mostly dry dirt roads. The rough dirt road gives way to cobblestones, and presently the driver reins the horses to a stop.
Here we go, sir. But Lord, how everybody's looks and discourse in the street is of death and nothing else. And few people going up and down, that the town is like a place distressed and forsaken. That's Pete, sir. But he put such a negative spin on it.
My God, what happened to this place? What happened to these people?
Nothing, sir. That's snafu, sir. Situation normal. All fouled up.
I know, but this is normal?
Well, not entirely, sir. Everybody's a bit spiffed up for the weekend, Got my best bib and tuckers on. Anyway, I'll be waiting right here, sir, when you're ready to push on.
You're just going to sit here?
Oh, got me magazine and me corn nuts. I'm good. Have fun, sir.
Star Bucharest. I love that. You see that? You step down on the trap and start to look around. Star Bucharest, Wentworths, Werewolves. Like a werewolf? Werewolves? Or maybe it's Woolworths. Yeah, it's the Woolworths. Werewolves. Okay. What does snafu mean? Yeah, situation normal, all fucked up. I think it actually stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, if I'm not mistaken. It's a dandy. Let me look at the barrel. Barrel contains sand for the streets when they get icy in the winter. It's one of 2 donated to the town by the local representative of the Visiting Shogun Association, and they're both conveniently located between the 2 slickest streets in town. Surely you've heard of double-barreled Shogun. They got both barrels right between the ice. Horror. Horror. I'm out. Peace. I'm done. Shimigeki, you just got here. Don't do that. I'll sit next to the barrel. The other beggars say, that's usually Cameron's spot, but he has the night off. Go ahead and try your luck. You take them at their word and squat next to the barrel. The stone well marks the center of town. You're sitting by the barrel. Trying to dive into the well from here would likely cause severe head trauma. Dark, dilapidated houses sit on steep, sloped hills ahead of you. It's like something from a picture postcard. Or a computer game. The warm glow of the old-fashioned streetlight brings you back to simpler time, back before sodium vapor lamps, negative campaign ads, and Olestra. You can't put the streetlights out. They run on a constant supply of sodium vapor and Olestra. You have to climb this, or you have to give up this valuable panhandling location if you want to climb the street lamp. A large, oddly shaped fellow stands by the door of Casimir's. You holler at the bouncer, but either he doesn't hear you or he's deep in concentration on something else, like standing or blinking or something. Okay. So I guess panhandling is going to be a thing I do later. Well, I guess we'll start from where we started from. Whoa, what the fuck? There's a fucking ghost. You all saw that? What the shit? Canopy informs you that this is Star Bucharest, which you presume is supposed to be a parody of some sort. Probably a knockoff of the name Jet-Eye Knight, Luke Starbucker. Registered, copyright, and trademark. Have you played Freddy Farkas? I don't think so. How long is this game? I don't know. You can always look it up on how long to beat. If you just type in HLTB and then a game title in Google, they'll tell you. But that's for a normal person. For me, twice plus some, usually. If it says like, it's a 9-hour playthrough normally, for me, 18 to 20. An inviting amber glow exudes from the windows of the building. This brings to mind a girl you once dated, whom everybody used to call Inviting Amber. She certainly exuded a glow, but that's another story, boys and girls. A virtually normal-looking couple lounges on the steps of Star Bucharest, exchanging unpleasantries. As you approach, you hear a lot of billing and cooing. He's doing the cooing, she's doing the billing. This snake in the grass has been partying for hours and starting to show it. Apparently, the evening has really drained the lizard. Wow.
An old shaggy beaver.
No, wrong one. Whatever, I'm not going to try it again. He introduces himself as Sal Omander. Anaconda strange creature he is. A one-time member of Rip Tile and the Mamba Kings. He axolotl questions. This is where you came in. Like came in, this is where you came in, this is where you came in. Like, it's where you came in. Like the Cayman Islands, right? No? Am I wrong? So I can't talk to the ghost? Alright. A handsome couple strolls down the boulevard, gazing into each other's eyes and discussing their ophthalmologic problems in disturbingly clinical detail. Once in a while, they each pull out an eye and trade with the other, trying various combinations. You attempt to strike up a conversation with the couple, but they only have eyes for each other. The werewolf's building has the aura of one of those familiar, friendly general stores found in small towns all across America, run by people named Rusty, Red, Sam, and the ever-popular Pop. Enter. Oh, shit, I can get in here. Look at this. Crowded, musty, quiet. This story reminds you. There we go. Oh, the story reminds you of something. Damn it. The Air Bordens.
Those Air Bordens are the best wrestling sneakers on the market.
Do they come with a pump?
No, but they come with venom sacks. Let's see some Bonnie.
Some what?
Bonnie? The official currency of Romania?
I didn't know that.
And we don't accept palming coins. You'd be amazed at how many people around here try to pass those things off as money. It's horrible. Makes you want to bite their toes off, doesn't it?
No.
Let's talk to the clerk. Or look at it. Before you is a ghoulish bone and gristle creature who runs the store. He looks at you hungrily as he introduces himself as Frank Detweiler.
But you can call me Skinless Frank. Everybody does.
Where have I seen you before?
I don't know, but people have a tendency to say that.
Your mind reels as you try to fit the words ligament and cartilage cleverly in a sentence. But what you came up with is too wretched even for this
Well,
game.
that was a narrow escape.
That was a marrow escape from that one. Holy fuck, do you feel bad about framing Romania so badly? I'm actually Romanian, by the way. I'm not framing it anyway, the game is, Flex, and also, it's a fucking cartoon game, so just relax. Just chill the fuck out. We were in New York earlier, and it made all New Yorkers look a certain way as well. So, it's caricatures.
Can I get you?
Pardon me?
I said, what can I get you?
Okay, let's see.
I'm looking for somebody named Piotr. Do you know him?
Do you have a last name?
Also, they're not even talking with, like, Romanian accents. They're American or English. Like, British. I've not heard a single, like, person try a Romanian accent yet.
I'm not sure. Florescu, maybe? He lives in Castle Florescu.
Wow, I thought it was a theme restaurant now. I don't think I know him. You want me to keep an eye out for him?
Please.
No problem. Which one should I take?
I thought we were speaking figuratively.
Oh, well, can't blame a guy for trying.
Is there anything else you have to say?
How can I...
There we go.
Do people ever comment on your complexion issues?
No, but everyone always asks me if anybody else comments on it. How can I...
You have any odd jobs I could do for money?
Sure, I could use a hand.
I should have expected that.
Good lord.
How can
I think I'll just browse for a while.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Wait a minute, what did you say?
I said I was going to browse.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to braise.
Typical sunglass display displays atypical sunglasses. What appear to be portable radios except players with headphones turn out to be closer inspection, Earwig Farms. You keep the earwigs in the little box, and when they want to lay eggs, they go up in the tube into one of your ears, through your brain, where they leave the eggs, and out the other ear, back into the box. Now watch what happens. Somebody will actually make one of these things, and as defense against a murder charge, will blame this computer game for putting the idea into his head. Whoops, let's rephrase that. You browse among the more fear t-shirts. Remember No Fear? I remember that. Thinking maybe you'll find one to buy. Then you notice the shirts are long sleeve and the sleeves, which have no openings, wrap around and buckle together in back.
Are these straight jackets?
We won't have jackets until summer. These are straight t-shirts. Just as confining, but perfect for warm spring days.
Look at the vermin. Everybody's favorite reptilian kids show. Oh, Pee-wee Vermin? Okay. Lovely selection of eyeballs sits in a large penny candy jar. These dentures aren't in bad shape. A little weed killer followed by a good sandblasting, some bleach, a bit of polish make good. Not sure how they taste after that. The bulbous, shiny black abdomen reveals this to be a black widow spider. It doesn't seem to be moving, but you're not confident that it's dead either. Table of pick-through insulated winter clothing offers outstanding prices on ski caps, muffs, and mittens filled with DuPont hairball. This is a display of all occasion Malmark cards. You browse through them. This one reads, outside. So I hear, oh, the outside of the thing. So I hear you've been dead for 50 years now. But don't worry, once you die, you're not getting any older. You're getting deader. Isolga! Thank you for the 300 bits. Max Jackson with 29 months before that. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. You browse through the masks, which are made of skin and outrageously expensive.
By the way, we sell the brains separately so you can mix and match.
Space Ride. A battered old spaceship amusement ride sits to one side. On the side is painted Junior Time Traveler Astral Ship. The guts are hanging out here and there are cobwebs all over the seats. Unfortunately, it appears as if you have to put money in it. Real money. He's dead, Jim. Werewolf carries booster packs for Magic the Profiteering. The wax lips are exaggeratedly full and bee-stung. The Bugs Bunny pretending to be a female rabbit lips, and they give off a faint, sickly wintergreen scent. You soon recognize it as Ode to Pepto-Bismol. Look would undoubtedly be happy to sell you a pair of wax lips, Mr. Gimme. Okay, so I have no money yet. So I gotta panhandle a little bit, but I don't know how to do that. The shambling, quivering hulk of presumably a man looks as if his buffer overflowed a long time ago. It's not often you see a griffin out by himself. Usually they go around in pairs holding tobacco company logos or anything by the order of Her Royal Highness between them. You attempt to strike up a conversation with the golem. He turns to you and his mouth shifts around with ugly grinding and crunching sounds. When you're made out of dirt, it's hard to enunciate well enough to carry on a conversation. You walk up to the griffin and start to squawk at it. It squawks loudly back at you and gestures as if it wants to fight. Rather than take the risk that you be attacking an endangered species, you back down and walk away. If you can't squawk the squawk, you shouldn't walk the walk. Architecture is familiar, curious. You walk up to the entrance, but the bouncer puts a hand out to stop you.
Me not know you. Show curse mark.
Pardon me?
Tonight, curse night. Must have curse mark. Otherwise, no admittance.
Okie dokie. Well, okay.
Me Tor. Who you?
Me glad my thyroid worked better than Tor's.
Thyroid normal. Psychiatrist fault.
A psychiatrist did this to you?
Used to be pro golfer. Now, rawr.
Okay.
Me Jane.
Ah.
Just kidding, just kidding. Stonebender. Jake Stonebender.
You bend stone. Me break stone.
Yes, the similarities between your mind and cottage
Good call,
cheese are
Joel.
obvious.
He sounds like Andre the Giant when he plays Dread Pirate Roberts in Princess Bride, yeah. There will be no survivors.
What's the cover charge?
Tonight, curse night. Must have curse. Get in free.
So it's like ladies' night.
Rawr.
Okay, cool. So I need a curse. Got it. Let me enter Star Bucharest. This man at the counter looks utterly normal. He must be lost. You begin to start a conversation with the man. He looks at you and starts to speak in a friendly and conversational tone about the lights he saw in the sky last night. Oh, about the lights he saw. Suddenly his neck begins to bulge and a purplish green tentacle snakes out of his mouth and slaps him across the face a few times, and it slips back into his mouth down his throat. Chastened, he immediately grows sullen and turns away from you. Man is downing his sandwich with mucho gusto. You ask the gentleman what he's eating, and he tells you it's one of the house specials. Hindenburgers, hold the humanity. I get it, that's a great one. This is Audrey 2's little cousin, Seymour Jr. He's a vegetarian in every sense of the word. Pluck. Can't pluck anything now. I'll water it. That's just too messy. Okay.
Aren't you lucky? We just did inventory yesterday. That cabinet currently holds 22 boxes of paper filters, 3 gold metal filters, 14 mugs, 20 jars of pistachio-flavored creamer, 5 varieties of seasonal Celeste
Should I be writing this down?
3 lemon just missed, 8 Emperor's Folly, 6 Mandarin Orange Fungus, and 2 Morning Thunder Thighs, 20 coffee makers, and 10 unlabeled tea strainers.
Yeah, you like the Vlad magazine? Great. Lucky Guy's got the latest issue of Vlad magazine with What, Me Bloodthirsty Kid on the cover. I had a subscription to Mad. Loved it. Loved it. Rather than tear it right out of his hands, you try and catch glimpses of the articles in the issue. You notice snappy tortures for stupid questions. Oh, shit. One second, guys. I forgot to do something yesterday, and now I'm just gonna... Oh. Okay. Ah! One second. Sorry about this. I was supposed to do this yesterday and forgot. Okay. All right, we're good now. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Anyway, moving one-arm paper hanger, thank you for the 4 months. Soiled wig, thank you for 25 there. It is done. It is done. All right. You know you're really impaled on a gigantic spike when... The lighter side of Caligula. Behind the scenes at a crematorium. Oh my god. Peek inside Jack the Ripper's wallet. Spine versus spine. A parody of Faces of Death Part 6. Holy man, this is great. An amiable gentleman sits chortling at the article he's reading over the man from Vlad's shoulder. One day at the burn center. He's also swilling a cup of strong coffee with a handful of dead flies in it. You ask the gentleman about his coffee and he tells you it's his favorite, a steaming cup of Kona fly now. The preppy man looks at you with one eye and with the other continues to read the magazine. This effectively creeps you out and convinces you to leave this guy alone. The woman's eyes reflect a bleak, careworn spirit.
Yes?
Excuse me for interrupting. My name is Jake.
It's nice to meet you, Jake.
She offers her hand and you shake it gently. Her skin is cool and dry.
What are you drinking?
This. It's a private blend they make for me here. Would you care to try some?
Hey, listen, at least one of them is trying to do the accent. Yes, I think I'd like to.
Yes, I think I'd like to.
She slides a drink over to you and you take a sip from the side opposite hers. It's coffee, all right. It's coffee, all right, but it has the unpleasant metallic taste of as if there were pennies in the bottom of the cup. She looks at you expectantly as you slide the cup back towards her.
I was going to say it's not my cup of tea.
That's all right. I didn't expect it would be. Yes.
Are you alone?
Yes.
Would you prefer me to leave you that way?
She shrugs. I guess that we give up, okay?
Yes.
I'm looking for a gentleman named Piotr.
She hesitates and shakes her head.
I'm sorry, I don't know anybody named Piotr.
I'm given to understand it's a common name here.
It is a common name. I know several Piotrs in Brazov. I just don't happen to know of any in town.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you positive you don't know of Piotr? Moved to the United States? Used to live in Castle Florescu?
She hesitates again, and this time the silence speaks the answer before she can.
Yes. I believe I knew a Piotr who lived in Castle Florescu. But this was a long time ago, and he hasn't lived in Romania in over half a century. Well, in a long time. Yes.
This town is whacked.
That's very descriptive. What does it mean?
It means it's Cucamonga, it's Looney Tunes, it's flipped. I'm freaking, I'm blown away.
I'm sorry, what language are you speaking?
What language are you speaking?
There's a long silence here, which we are condensing through the magic of advanced electronics.
Well, perhaps it just loses something in translation.
Must be. It means I find it highly unusual.
What could be unusual about Florescu?
We have stories about people in places like these, somewhat, but they're considered fantasy.
We have stories about America, too.
I didn't say I was an American. How did you know I was an American? Because we're speaking English?
Because you have a very American accent.
Curses. Just when I thought I was going to get a straight answer about this. It means I want to go home.
If you were not born here, it would take you a long time to understand our ways.
I've known Piotr for a long time. I still know hardly anything about him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at all the bins. What? Florescu.
Excuse me, but could you tell me what's in Florescu?
It's chock full of nuts.
The coffee or the town?
Yes.
These beans are for molten lava mocha java.
What's the molten lava mocha java?
Habanero flavored espresso brewed at 500 degrees. And of course, I'm now obligated by my insurance company to warn you that the coffee is served very hot.
Alex the Shattered, I'm glad you love the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Isalga has gifted a sub to Alex the Shattered. Welcome for the second month. Appreciate that. This label describes this as a bin of For Orient. All right, I'm going to try it. What's the pun here? For Orient. I don't know. Hold on.
What's Orient?
Chinese coffee beans brewed as espresso and topped with a dollop of fresh mortar.
I've never seen that before.
You've never seen mortar on an Orient espresso?
Murder on the Orient Express. Mortar on the Orient Espresso. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay. This bin is marked decappuccino beans.
What's decappuccino?
Cappuccino without a head on it.
This label on the bin says rare Yuban roasted. Yuban roasted.
Excuse me, are these beans rare or roasted?
Both.
You notice a small tag on the floor in front of the bin. You pick it up and look at it. It says exclusively roasted for his Royal Emirship Allah Maliyev. You wave the tag at the clerk.
Excuse me, is this rare U-band for Ala Malyev?
How many times have you used that line before, hon?
Dope.
You gotta say that again slower. I didn't catch it. Damn it. Oh, all of my lovin' for you, Ben. These beans are labeled haha beans.
What do you do with haha beans?
We brew haha.
Brew haha? Ha ha ha.
The bin of beans is marked Toreador beans.
What do you make out of Toreador beans?
Cafe au lait.
A Toreador is a matador, right? Another, like a synonym or like a similar thing. This bin is marked has beans. You ask if they're any good. She says they were. God damn it. Okay. That was just all puns. That whole thing was just puns all the way down. Yellowed sign with flourishy script hangs on the wall behind the counter. We reserve the right to refuse service to antibodies. Antibodies. After you live in New York for a while, you learn to spot celebrities. This plant clearly the actress who played Cleopatra on the Addams Family series. Cool. Yeah, their plant was named Cleopatra, right? An energetic middle-aged woman fusses behind the counter.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Jake.
I don't need your whole life story. Can I get you something?
What's open around here at this time of night?
It's early in the evening, not a lot's open yet. Kaz's opens early, they'll be open. The 5 and 10 might be open. The First Banny Bank of Loch Lomond used to be open, but they went under.
That's too bad.
Nah, that should have been buried a long time ago. They had a free chicken accounts, but the stench of rotten flesh was enough to turn a rat's appetite.
Any other places?
Let me think. There's Horman's World of Spurtin' Goods, but that's all the way out in the hill and back around by the south entrance.
Any others?
Well, it's always fun to go to the unsafe way, but I think they're closed for inventory, and they try to find out how much they've lost lately due to spoilage or rats or just vanishing.
They lose a lot of groceries, do they?
No, employees.
By the way, if you guys want to have a say in what game gets played next, the new CD Ramathon chat choice poll is up, and you can vote for as many as you want. Oh, that's what I should do. Hold on. I should make sure to write that in there. Copy. Poll set. There we go. Choose as many as you want. There we go. Good, good, good.
I can see that this is going to lead me into a lot of disinformation. Let's stop right now before you get carried away.
Suits me just fine. Yeah.
Do you sell any normal coffee here? Like if I just wanted a plain old cup of coffee?
No. Yeah, hon.
I'd like to ask about franchise opportunities.
Welcome to the Star Bucharest's team.
Wait a minute, I don't...
You've just made the decision to change your life for the better, starting right now. Star Bucharest is the fastest growing coffee retailer in Romania, except for 2 others.
Oh, do I work there now? Hooray! I made it.
Yeah, hon.
How many people live in this town anyway?
Well, it depends on how you define the boundaries, but basically about 400 people are actually living here.
Boundaries between neighboring towns?
No, boundaries between what's actually living and what's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, hon.
You know a guy named Piotr?
Tall, thin, blonde guy?
No.
Oh, the short, heavy-set guy with the frizzy red hair?
No. This guy's medium build, medium height, dark hair, fangs.
Sorry. I know a lot of Piotrs, but none of them are medium anything.
Has anyone sent you Willie Beamish? I don't think so. Pretty sure no. Pretty sure not.
Yeah, hon.
I need some local currency. Do you have any odd jobs I could do?
She leans in close to you.
I have a very odd job I need done.
She whispers in your ear about a job involving an ostrich, a local gym teacher, a scalpel, and a needle and thread.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Sorry, that's the only thing on my list I haven't been able to get to this week.
Okay. Sitting at the next table is a man who looks as if he's doing some heavy thinking. You try to engage a man in conversation, he mutters something about this place needing a parking lot. The refrigerator display is stuffed with all sorts of fancy pastries.
Wow, what have we here?
Let's see. We have a delicious blueberry grunt. We have apple pandowdy, blackberry fool, plum slump, peach doofus, apricot grump, cranberry wince, nectarine smartass, and boysenberry chomp.
What's in the boysenberry, chump?
Butylated hydroxytoluene, calcium and sodium propionate, dioctyl sodium sulfosuccinate, mono and diglycerides, propylene glycol, and sorbitan monosterate.
Any boysenberries?
I'd have to check.
Oh, that's quite all right. I'll take a pass.
Okay. Totbot 80 with 19 months. Thank you, Totbot. You're not medium-sized in Romania unless you're an outsider. Get it? Oh, open it. Doesn't open that side. The other side has padlock. Do you suppose they're trying to keep people from getting in or things from getting out?
Wow.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Oh, that's...
Sorry. I didn't mean to do it again. Here's me a glass jar filled with penny candy.
Would you like some penny candy?
What kind is it?
Mostly penny. She was such a sweet little girl. Too bad about her.
Ah! Today's special listed on a chalkboard. The special brews are scrawled on the blackboard: decappuccino, cafe au plague, depresso, Frenchman roast, and hazelnut, sprinkled with real pieces of hazel. You take the chalk. Ah, I got the chalk. Giant stick of chalk you took for Stark Bucharest, known to do the right thing and take it back later on. I will. You're right, I will. Wolfbane. That's odd. You so rarely see wolfbane in bloom this time of year. You reach over and pluck a blossom off the wolfbane plant. Oh, fuck, am I dead?
This isn't a real plant.
Oh.
It's silk.
The plant looks offended.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Okay. Oh, I do have some. Okay. Let me save. Just in case, because I know I've died once. I will smell it. Smells like fresh silk. Wolfbane is incredibly lifelike. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. All right. Winding stair. The steep stairway climbs in dark shadows, perhaps to another world. You started the stairs. 20 minutes later, you notice you've been passing the same buildings over and over again, like a running Flintstones cartoon. So you go back the way you came. 30 seconds later, you find yourself standing out on the street. Sign says the Transylvania Tryst. The empty storefront once accommodated a publishing house that specialized in books on gambling. Unfortunately, they have since filed for chapters 7 and 11. Ah! That's a great one. Woman exudes a scent of moonbeams and stardust. Either that or she's carrying one of those portable room ionizers. She says, "I am for you, Jacob T. Stonebender," and she tries to touch you. You back away and decide to keep your distance from her from now on. The dull-witted, heavily armed tough is wandering the streets, keeping his eyes cast low to the ground. You ask the muscular moke what he's looking for, and he tells you that he survives on a diet of nocturnal orcs, grus, and gnomes. In other words, he's merely out for a moonlight stroll. Nicely dressed couple taking the midnight air and expel it forcefully through their ears, making a grotesque bubbling sound. They're more interested in making unique body sounds and blowing earwax bubbles than they are in chatting with you. Well-dressed creep has disturbingly red eyes, probably from staring at his monitor lizard for too long. You begin to speak to him when you realize he's talking to himself in a voice like chalk on fingernails. Rather than submit yourself to that sort of oral tactile punishment, you quickly reverse gear. His eyes are irritated from staring into his monitor, or staring at his monitor. Lizard. There's a species of lizard called a monitor lizard. A slender, weather-beaten looking man puffs idly on a cancerette and throws hard looks at everybody. You attempt to start a conversation with the vagrant, but due to complications from smoking and lack of decent centralized healthcare, his voice box has been replaced with a squeaky toy. That's actually funny. You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Trouble is, the key is on the other side of the door, so you're stuck unless you can jigger it open with the lockpick of wisdom or the credit card of immortality, which wouldn't be worth the trouble because it's the door of disappointment anyway. The door is locked, you don't have the key, you don't have the bobby pin of understanding. It's the remaining original member of Def Lepers. Actually, you can't tell whether his original member is remaining or not. Oh my god, a dick joke. You ask the beggars if you can beg here. The woman sputters. The man tells you that begging is permitted only from the barrel to the corner. And he adds gruffly, since Cameron is home tonight battling a mild case of good health, you can have a spot if you don't mind sitting by the barrel. Wait a minute, what? Oh, oh, wait a minute. One second. You ask the beggars what best night is for begging. That implies that it depends on what you're begging for. You say Bonnie. He tells you that the best time to hit people up is the first Tuesday of each month, the day the foreign aid checks from the U.S. arrive. So I gave the beggar to the beggar on accident, like combining items, and this is what happened. The legless beggar grabs your beggar and fingers her appraisingly. Deciding she is worth nothing to him, he hands her to the armless beggar, who toes her appraisingly. Deciding she is worth nothing to her, she foots her back to you, grumbling about how you've got no sense of current market values of a beggar. Wow. That was an accident that I didn't mean to do. And look at, there's like text for that. That is fucking crazy, man. How is Def Leppard a dick joke? No, his member. Member is a slang word for your member, your penis. It's the remaining original member of Casey and the Syphilitic Hag. You ask the beggars how come they came to be this way. The woman looks grimly away, but the man snarls something incomprehensible and pulls out a brochure, which he thrusts at you. It's a tattered description of a budget vacation package to a tropical paradise colony where gracious natives serve 4-star island food and drink in a stunning mission-style setting. Massage, laundry, and other services are available. Timeshare, huh? You do a double take at what at first appears to be a gentleman holding a skull, then you realize somebody has left a large hand-painted D&D model standing on the sidewalk. The model can't hold an intelligent conversation. Not an uncommon situation. Eh. Oh, I don't have anything. I don't have any money. A dowager, huh? The woman is picking and talking a little about Chaucer, Rabelais, and Rabelais, maybe? I don't know, and Balzac. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little. No matter how you try to erupt, the woman's bound and determined to complain about some other local woman who made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town till she came here. Nope. Oh, I never talked to the merkin. This is the guy you want to have around when you need to get the last olive out of the jar. You ask the bearded gent what his profession is. He tells you he's the town lobotomist, and he doesn't even need an ice pick. So I need a curse mark. Whoops. Holding your nose, you plunge into the well. It's dry and it's only about a foot deep, so you don't get very wet. Sheepishly, you step out again. Okay. Yo, Chainsaw Hunter has gifted out 5 subs, baby! Chainsaw Hunter, thank you for gifting out subs to Detuera, Little Dave Saftsy, Demos G, B1 Polar Bear, and Loop Clash.
Hail, Berserkers!
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, Mr. Chainsaw. Also, Redwood 710, thank you for the 8 months. I missed you. Sorry about that. You approach the house and ring the doorbell. Someone lurches to the door and you can see festering boils on its face. The man says, Gomez around somewhere else. I'm busy until Wednesday. I get you. I get you. It's Kirstie Alley. Kirstie Alley. Kirstie Alley? Wow. That's a reference. You stroll down the alley. None of the stores are open and you don't see anybody familiar lurking about the shadows. You go back to your main drag.
Where are we off to, sir?
A place the clerk at Star Bucharest told me about.
Oh, criminally, sir. Where's that?
Horman's World of Spurting Goods.
Isn't that all the way out to hell and back, around by the south door?
I believe that's right.
Oh, take half the night to get there, sir. You're a little overdressed for hell, sir.
Oh, okay. And then we had an anonymous gifting a sub to Anne Frank House Party. Yeah! Thank you, anonymous. Citro.
Where are we off to, sir?
Let's see here.
A place...
Oh.
First Bonnie Bank of Loch Lomond.
The First Bonnie Bank of Loch Lomond.
They're out of business, I think, sir. Trying to put down roots, from what I understand.
You don't have to say it with such party? Why not? You think there's only one Anne Frank ever in history? I bet there's a few of them. I bet some of them, I would even bet some of them like to party. It's not, doesn't strike me as a super uncommon name.
Where are we?
A place...
Oh, crap.
The unsafe way.
Well, sir, it's inventory night, sir, and if anybody turns up missing or eaten or dead, they're liable to just snatch you up off the street and press you into service.
As what?
As groceries, sir.
Ah, okay. Well, take me back to the fucking castle then. I'll drive it. Start to clamber in the driver's seat, but the driver, putting down his magazine, takes offense.
Hey, this is my trap, it is. You want to drive, get your own blooming trap. Bloody foreigners.
Well, you're not from around here, are you? You've got a British accent.
Hey!
It's a put on. I'm as Transylvanian as a lot of them. It's good for business, though. Makes them feel, you know, continental. Where?
Let's go to the cat.
That'd be nice, sir. Haven't been there in ages.
Humming something in a minor key, the driver returns you to the castle. Pass through the archway. You walk down the hall to the room beyond. From there, the rooms go off in all directions. You take a long tour of the house, keeping your right hand against the wall until you finally return here to the foyer.
Begging your pardon, sir, but do you realize you've left a handprint nearly a mile long all throughout the house?
Sorry.
The face of this portrait has been cut out. You walk around behind the painting and stick your face through it.
Ooh, I'm deaf. I'm deaf.
Yes, Master Pyotr told me about your joke-telling abilities. I'm so sorry.
Ah. Give it a save real quick. Headless box. Ornate box painted with florid designs and glossy colors. Take it. You take the box.
I suppose it's natural for people who travel in boxes to be a little grabby of other people's possessions.
I'll return it. What is it?
One of the master's magic tricks, I believe.
You put the box on your head. With the box on your head, you can see squat. Open it. You reach around the front and open the flaps. You still can't see anything, but in the dim light, it appears to bystanders, even those very close, that there is no head on your shoulders, only an empty box. Chives sighs and mentioned that this used to be one of the master's favorite tricks.
It's hot in here.
You close the box, pull it off your head. You're dripping with a combination of sweat and moisture from your breath. With the back of your arm, you push some matted hair from your eyes. Okay. That's going to be useful. All right. It's a perfectly preserved, framed movie poster of that nauseating musical. Hold that clot. You don't want to be seen carrying a poster for that movie. According to the poster, Hold That Clot was shot in Exemascope with Lance Boyle and Ingram Toenail. Oh, Jesus. And a supporting cast, we keep going. And a supporting cast including Paula Stead, Mel Blankstead, Larry Feinstead, Jay Wardenstead, and Daryl Deadenburied. Okay, I got that one. It's another one of Peter's trunks. You wonder whether it dismembers people, makes them vanish, appear, change place, float, fly, or lose body parts. And why anyone with magical powers would need a box to do these things. You wander down the hallway. You can easily get lost here. There are more rooms and hallways than you can count. Spotting nothing of a special interest, you return to the main foyer. Okay. Just more cartons, more. Okay. Large latch on the side, but it's been heavily taped with fiber tape.
Shouldn't you keep this open so it doesn't develop a smell?
Well, we keep it shut, sir, so the rest of the castle doesn't develop a smell.
A massive ornate trunk stands and a label on the end of an Excelsior refrigerated casket. Okay. So, let me talk to him again. Nope. There we go.
Ready to depart, then, are you, Master Stonebender?
I haven't been able to find Piotr anywhere.
I'm sure he's in one of the 2 drinking establishments,
Paul's
sir.
dead like that old Beatles
them
rumor? I get it now.
Ready to...
Not quite. I have some questions I still want to ask you.
By all means.
Where is Piotr?
I'm not precisely certain.
Can you give me an idea?
There's not that much to do downtown anymore, and therefore not many places he's likely to be. After all, those documentaries were made about this part of the world back in the 30s and 40s. Tourist travel dropped off nearly completely. The master's family nearly went
I know
broke.
what to do. Armless, legless beggars. I'm going to be the headless beggar, and that's how I'm going to get some money. I get it. I totally get it. I think that's how I'm going to do it.
What line of business were they in?
Torches. They'd get the villagers all in a flap about someone with a deformity, or someone whose house got hit by a lot of lightning, or just anyone with a castle who liked to work in his attic, see? So while one of the Florescues is out there agitating, the rest of them are coming around the side with the lit torch stands, and angry villagers are literally throwing money at them to get their torch before they're all gone. And the torches, see, they don't last more than 10 minutes. Then you need another one. And 10 minutes is nothing. A good mobbing goes at least an hour, sometimes 3 if there's women and children.
This is how they made their fortune?
Couple of good mobbings would set them up for a year. But they got these mobs going sometimes once, twice a week, all year round. Do the math.
What happened to the business?
Oh, well, when the movies started coming out, business boomed for a while. Then they started running low on people to mob. So they had a cooling-off period, and then they just started getting used to the eccentrics. It got harder to work up a good murderous froth about the fellow next door just because his bed had a lid on it or he had party lighting or something. They tried to establish a business in the United States, particularly in the South, but it never took off to the extent it had here. Now Taiwan makes just about every torch in the world.
Ah.
This has been very informative.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Right?
There we go.
Let's go down
straight.
The trap stops. Okay.
Sim salabimsa.
What? In the wink of eye, you're standing outside on the street.
I still got it. It's all done with mirrors, sir. Have fun now. I'll be right here for you when you're good to go.
Okay. Thank you. Barrel. Sit next to. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There was a command that said, did it say roll out the barrel? It does. Now's no time to play polka. God damn. Wow. Roll out the barrel, eh? All right. Wear it. Not only can't you see anything for a while, your head is in the box, but because it's so close to your face, you can't even focus on whatever you're not seeing.
It's hot in here.
Remove it. Close the box, pull your head out. You're dripping with, yep. So I didn't make any money. Maybe I need to have a bowl or something. The cobblestones are rough on the glutes. He says to beggars they switch signs once in a while just to see if anybody's paying attention. He asks the beggars if anything interesting ever goes on in town. The woman perks up and tells you that there's going to be a book signing with James Earl Jones at the bookstore next week. Then, in an excited whisper, she adds that she happens to know that James Earl Jones didn't actually write the phone book. He just had somebody ghost write it for him. The beggar scrutinizes the disc closely and decides that big silver tiddlywinks aren't worth anything to her. Okay. One second. Okay. So I have chalk. This is a giant stick of chalk you took from Star Bucharest. We know you'll do the right thing and take it back later on. Right, okay. Oh. Oh, I didn't even open the box.
Hot in here.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I have to open the box so they, okay. Wear it. Now open it. There. Okay. You hear one of the beggars mumble to the other. He's got great technique, but he doesn't know how to close the sale.
It's hot in here.
Okay.
It's tropical in here.
Ah. Okay. How do I close the sale? The legless beggar grabs your headless box and fingers it appraisingly, deciding it's worth nothing to him. He has the camera. Okay. Nope, worth nothing. Close this out. Like, I need a bowl or something. I got you, Lima. Thank you for saying, or thank you for telling me, Lima Zulu, LZT. Okay, hold on. This guy wants.
What's this about needing a curse to get in?
Must have mark of curse.
I've already got one, you see?
Tor no see curse mark.
Well, what does one look like?
Shaped like, hey. Tor very stupid. Tor not that stupid.
Oh. Okay.
Me.
What's this?
Must.
Where do I get a curse mark?
Old gypsy woman. Old woman gypsy.
She proudly announced that she recently won a Granny Award for Best New Arthritic. Hangs over with $5. I've watched 954 hours of your dumbass 2020. I guess I'm the bigger idiot here, though, since I keep watching and giving you money. Yeah, that's right, idiot. Give me your money, dum-dum. So who's the fucking stupid fucking witch they're talking to? God damn it. Oh, there's a vanishing horse and rider. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't try to kiss her yet.
This town.
Did I try and kiss her? She holds up her hand for you to kiss, but instead you lean forward to give her a chaste peck on the forehead. She pulls back and nods expressionlessly.
Yes.
Are you moved to the United States?
Yes. I believe. Well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, hi.
I need...
I have a...
I'm sorry.
Okay. Reading articles, sucking chest wounds we'd really like to see. The large decorative windows beckon to passersby in a way that seems to welcome. Come on in, order a lot, and contact the manager about franchise opportunities. They don't open, they just sit there beckoning. It reminds you of the story of Shorty Steinitz told about his cousin nearly suffocated. They got rolled into window blind and was trying to kill him. Talk about deadly nightshade. Blah. You start to get the wolfbane blossom with the quiet woman until you remember Piotr telling you that in his homeland, giving someone a fake flower was a symbolic way of saying, I find you superficial. It's a floor, table, window, chair. Bulk teas and glass jars line shelves to the counter. You notice something interesting. Red stinger with real dried scorpion tail, Earl Grey, Eternal Sleepy Time, and Camo Mealworm. There's a small hand-lettered sign taped to the shelf that reads, we only serve locally grown Tana-free teas. Oh, there's a mummy here. He tells you about how all the mummies, while they've locked in the sarcophagi, keep saying they're going to write the great Egyptian novel, but none of them ever do. Mostly they just can't type with their fingers all bandaged. Considering how old this fellow is, added to the fact that he can still pick up a virgin and carry around slung across his shoulders, wondering he hasn't released a workout tape. Tries to touch you. Oh. Now listen here. She's supposed to curse me. I am for you. Yeah, what? I thought I need a curse. Somebody goddamn curse me. This isn't any wall. It was shipped here brick by brick from the site of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Okay. Tournament party favors and games arranged on this wall. Torture and mayhem seem to be the most popular themes, with colorful cartoon graphics of nooses, guns, lecturers, Adam Sandler movies, and that little curved pick dentist used to poke at soft decaying parts. You can also play pin the rap on the donkey. You're uncertain, but you hope the main component of the game is just very realistic pinata, not an actual shrink wrap baby donkey. Palming coin theft is up 400, mostly due to carelessness of the sort you're advocating here.
But you can...
Where have I seen you?
I don't...
Well,
How can I...
You have any...
Sure.
I should have...
Oh, we could use a hand, right? I forgot about that.
How...
I'm look...
Do you have a lab?
I'm not...
Wow. I don't think I know him.
Yep.
Please.
No problem.
I thought we...
Oh.
Yep, we did all that. Okay. I'm screaming hints in my head. Hopefully none are leaking out. It's all good, man. I'll figure it out. It's probably just a matter of, you know, combining the right thing or whatever. It's a silk bloom. It's not really wolfbane. It says silk, right? Smells like fresh silk. Few sweaters.
Those are honest to goodness yak hair sweaters. Just don't get them wet. Ever smell a wet yak?
No.
Wow. I guess you don't get out much.
Available are a delightful selection of herbal teas with medicinal effects. Among them are sumac, So Long Blackhead's Comfrey Blend, Farewell Elephantitis with Fenugreek, and Tanna-leaf, common old-timey remedy for black hairy tongue.
I don't have any Bonnie, but I sure wish I could buy some of this tea.
I might be willing to barter.
Really?
Are you eating that arm?
What arm? My arm? No.
Well, can I have it then?
No.
Damn it! I thought I was close to something there.
We're having a 2 heads are better than 1 sale, and we just put those out on display.
You mean you've got your skulls out for the summer?
That really sucks, sir.
Yeah, everybody's a critic.
Little Alice Cooper reference there? Skulls out for summer? Wow! The old horror star line of Revell model kits catches your eye. Sure, they have the most famous ones like Karloff and Lugosi, but they also have slightly more obscure ones like Christopher Lee as Dracula. Sign announces new lower price, except excluded items, food, apparel, sunglasses, toy, body. Oh, yeah, okay. Count Spudula. Oh my god, is that blood on his fangs? Oh, it's just ketchup. He refuses to speak.
You have to understand, hundreds of years ago, he took a vow of silence. He was a monk in a monastery outside of Versailles.
You mean?
Yep, he was a French friar.
Wide selection of morbid wind-up toys on the shelf, legless frogs on hand carts, centiplegic centipedes and wheelchairs, baby carriages that careen out of control at 60 miles per hour, scale miles per hour, something large and metallic called a trick chainsaw that you really don't want to investigate. Oddly enough, they strike you as more tasteful than many real toys back in the US, such as Mad Dr. Labs, where you eat brains and dissolve flesh off tiny bones, Freddy Krueger-style gloves with foot-long fake razor blades, and computer games, where you, well, it's just a too revolting to mention. I mean, I know I sit here and I put the box on my head. I open it.
It's hot in here.
I need a sign. I'm sure I need a sign. Probably need a sign.
It's trop.
Remove it. Okay. That's what I need the chalk for.
Where are we?
Guess I'll just talk to
How's
you.
it hanging?
Which hanging are you referring to, sir?
How many have there been lately?
Let me find this month's calendar of events.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yo, be nasty. Thank you for 15 months.
Where?
Oh, I can go there now.
If
What?
you say so, sir. She's a bit of a skank, sir, but I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating maggots, if
All
you
right.
know what I mean. Right, off with us then.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was I thought it was a person on the street, but I guess we can go to her house. The driver heads to the outskirts of town. The further you ride, the less frequent the buildings become, giving way to untended farms with ramshackle farmhouses and barns that lean impossibly one way or the other. Soon the farms themselves become more sparse, then vanish altogether. The ground is covered by a low-lying fog, but the sounds and smells emanating from the mist paint a picture you're just as happy not to see. Thick, gassy bubbles bursting on the surface of stagnant bogs, startlingly loud cracks of particularly large frogs. Excuse me, peculiarly large frogs. The occasional soft splashing of some poor animal being pulled under by a snake or crocodile or other aquatic predator, and the insects whose droning is occasionally punctuated by soft thuds as they hurl themselves against the windows of your carriage. Barely visible amidst the mist are trees in twisted and agonized shapes and patches of coattails or cattails that suddenly rustle as if something is moving through them. Once in a while, you catch a glimpse of two red eyes staring at you from low to the ground. You pass a sign that says next swamp gas 2 miles, and a few minutes later, Gypsy Services next right. None too soon for your taste. The driver takes a gentle right turn, shuts off the horses, and is silent. Deciding that this is your cue, you uncertainly emerge from the trap, trying to peer through the swirling tendrils of vapor on the ground to make sure it's solid. You test it with your foot. It's hard-packed dirt. You stand up and immediately see the old Gypsy Woman silhouetted in the window of her brightly lit wagon. Slowly you walk over until you're standing directly in front of her.
So, when was the last time you had a haircut? You look like a girl. No wonder you're not married again already. What kind of woman wants a guy with longer hair than hers? Ugh, don't even get me started.
God. All right. Oh, it's hair of the dog, right?
Oh, that dog hair? That's good dog hair. That was my mother's recipe. Here, smell it.
No, thank you.
What's the matter? Smell it. Go on.
I don't think I'd like the smell.
How will you ever know if you don't try it?
Okay. Say, this is good dog hair.
Don't tell anyone. A little bit of dill. In one of the old bottles, too. Biggest mistake they ever made was changing the formula. Come on, slug slime is slug slime. You don't mess with a good thing. What do I look like, Baskin Robbins?
Hey, I used to work there.
Well, I buy the freeze-dried because it keeps longer and I don't use so much these days, but the taste is not so good. Now, my homemade dried newt, that is a newt.
Okay.
That's my younger boy.
Look at this photograph!
And you should see the grandchildren. 5 of them I've got now. I just wish one of them had been a girl.
Girl?
Or a boy.
Oh, a boy.
Is that a crystal ball?
No, it's a snow globe from the Seattle-Tacoma airport. Dummy, certainly it's a crystal ball. I like to gaze. And I don't mean at the future. You ever see Sliver?
Yes.
Then you know what I'm talking about.
Haggle for.
I'm sorry, this is a family heirloom. But it's not so hard to find one just like it. You just have to buy the right comic book.
Oh, okay. So I can get one out of the back of Mad Magazine, maybe? Niblet K with 13 months. Thank you, Niblet.
Is that a Stradivarius?
Is that a Stradivarius? What else? Well, the strings are genuine Stradivarius. And by that I mean that's not catgut.
I love Lamp. Lamp said it looks like it's like stitched skin making light from within a sickly jaundiced yellow.
So you like mine copper bracelet with biomagnetic powers? Keeps away all visible signs of aging. Also, you put a frozen steak on it and it defrosts in minutes.
Nice. I will borrow it.
I can't take it off anymore. The arthritis in my wrists and fingers makes it too hard.
You heard it from people in town. They call the old Gypsy Woman. She got the moon in her eyes, which are pale and murky, the eyes of the blind. That certainly explains the accessorizing.
Wait, don't tell me. I know it already. Your name is Jay. No, Jake. Jake Smokeenders. Jake Smokeenders. Am I right or what?
Very close. It's Jake Stonebender.
Oh, please, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, who sent you?
Tor sent me.
Oh, Tor, so sad about him. He was such a nice boy. But now, ugh.
I know. I'd like to get into Casimir's, but they want me to have a curse mark.
And? So, show him your curse mark.
I don't have a curse mark, I don't think.
Why not?
I'm not cursed.
You're not? Well, so you'll go to Casimir's another night.
Sure, fine. Even though my friend is in there now, drinking himself into oblivion. All I want to do is go in, get him, and get out again. But that's okay. It'll be all right.
It don't work on me, Booby. I'm the original.
Oh, okay.
So, and
I don't have...
why not? You're not...
How do I get cursed?
Ugh, you'll ruin your life. Forget about it. Stay uncursed if you can.
Come on! Oh, look at the shawl, I guess?
I almost bought this at Saks for $49.95. Can you believe I saw the same thing at Marshall's a week later, $15. I bought 3 of them. They're very comfortable. So, and
I don't have...
why not?
I'm not...
You're not?
Are you cursed?
Am I cursed? Am I cursed, he asks me.
She pulls a tattered photograph from somewhere below the counter. Look at this photograph! Again! Comes up more than you think.
That's my curse, my ex-husband.
She pulls the photograph back and puts it under her to the counter close at hand. Dried fungi.
Those magic mushrooms?
For $14 a pound at the Safeway, they better be.
Seize! You try to reach past the old Gypsy woman and take the mushroom. She grabs your wrist with an iron grip.
Hey, keep your hands off my shiitake.
Ha! Nope. Doc.
So?
Okay.
Do you know a fella named Piotr?
Only about 1,000 of them. Why?
I got a friend named Piotr who lives here, in Castle Florescu.
Piotr from the Florescu Piotrs? I knew him, what, must be close to 100 years now. How is he?
He's depressed, he's sad, and he's lonely. He came back here from America. I'm not sure why.
That's a shame. He was such a sweet little nudnik. So?
Is there any way to cure Tor?
I tried, believe me. He doesn't want it. He keeps saying something about a lawsuit and I'm gonna be rich soon and I don't know.
Okay.
So?
Can you give me a hand here?
And why not?
My dog ate it.
See, that's why I tell people to rub bitter apple on them. The dogs won't lick them then.
Well, my supermarket doesn't carry bitter apples.
Well, I don't know what kind of supermarket that is. What's your case? I'll get you a new one.
Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, I guess that was the right answer.
I'm a vampire.
Very good. Give me your palm.
Oh, the gypsy takes your palm and swabs it with alcohol. From under the counter, she pulls a tiny envelope, which she tears open, exposing a narrow metal shim with a sharp point. Scratches your hand with it, then waits for several minutes. She explains about the garlic scratch test, which she can use to confirm your vampirishness. Oh, she doesn't see any reaction. Oh.
Whatever you have, it's not vampirism.
Okay. I get it now. So I have to find a curse. Okay.
I think I'm a zombie.
I have to fool her. Gypsy holds her hand out and you lay your palm on her hand. She feels your pulse scratching her head. Okay.
Hold still.
Then pulls a hairpin from her scarf and jabs it deep into your hand.
Ow!
You yank your hand back, she pulls the pin out of you.
What the hell was that?
Zombies don't feel pain or have pulses. Besides, you're a zombie. I give you a glass of salt water, you better. That's not much of a case.
Oh, really? Is that? I didn't know that. I'm a ghoul.
I think I'm a ghoul.
Gypsy reaches in the bag of floor, comes up with a crumpled paper bag. Inside the bag is a wad of foil, which she peels open, revealing a Ziploc bag. Pulls the bag open, reaches in her hand, emerges with a brown, gooey, glistening chunk of rotted flesh. The stench hits you almost immediately, then you start to gag violently and have to turn away from the window. Gypsy tucks the organ meat back into the bag, zipping shut, rewrapping it, and dropping it under the counter. From elsewhere, she pulls out a moist towelette, wipes over her hands, and smiles smudged.
So maybe you're not a ghoul.
Maybe I'm a vegetarian ghoul?
Yeah, okay, ghouls eat dead bodies.
That's just a vegetarian. That's not a case. If you volunteer for it, it's not a case.
Right. Okay, next.
So?
Oh, Rambutan! For the puns and the funs, here's a pretzel. Thank you, Rambutan. I'm a werewolf.
I think I'm a werewolf.
Hold out your hand, you lay the palm in yours.
What are you looking for?
If you were a werewolf, you would have the pentagram, the 5-pointed star upon your palm. Which needs washing, by the way.
She drops your hand.
Besides, have you seen any wolfbane in bloom? What's this?
I was hoping you could tell me the same thing.
Well, it looks like Wolfbane. Why, are you a werewolf?
She holds out her hand and you place your palm in hers.
See? Sure, this might be Wolfbane, but if you're not a werewolf, who cares?
Nobody here needs a chalk. There's a little store just outside of town, Lexi's World of Limestone. They give you free chalk just for test driving a headstone. Oh, here we go. Arthritis towel, and you have your pencil. Hang on to it and don't panic. Hey, a Hitchhiker's reference. I love it. How do I want to draw a pentagram on me, I guess.
It's Wolf.
That's what it looks. See? Sure, this might be Wolfbane, but if...
Right.
So...
So a vampire would be allergic to garlic. A zombie doesn't feel pain and no pulse. A ghoul eats flesh. And a werewolf has something to do with wolfbane?
I think I'm a... What are you...
If you were a werewolf, you would have the pentagram.
Right. Okay, so I have fake wolfsbane, which would make me... I don't know what it would make me do. Oh, wolf blossom repellent chalk. Okay. Martha Stewart's Guide to Gypsy Caravans. Okay. Dr. Seuss' Book of Death. One of the I Can Reap It All By Myself series. You open it to the middle. And the strangest thing occurred. The schmoozle spoke. His voice was heard. I am not dead, the schmoozle cried. Don't eat me yet. I haven't died. So please don't put me in that box. Do not cremate me in my socks. Don't put me in the compost heap. I wasn't dead, but just asleep. The schmoozle spoke on, undemurred, of how he'd like to be interred. With dignity, of course, he said, so mummify me once I'm dead. We'll make it look like suicide, the Jackalvorkium replied. Jackalvorkium? Jesus, Jackalvorkian. Pulled out his make some dead machine and placed it on the schmoozle's bean. Thoroughly depressed, you closed the book and hand it back. Oh, look at the ledger. Think the band ledgers to the horrifying by John Saul and the new medical conspiracy thriller by Robin Cook, Psoriasis Ointment. Nope. Way beyond your reach. You can't open the ledger. Nope.
This is my last bottle. We're expecting another shipment tomorrow or Monday.
Thank you, Deborah Darren. Thank you, Saku 007. Oh wait, hold on. I have a picture that I can. She clucks her tongue and holds it back out. Are you wearing your heart on your sleeve? Oh. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's not what I needed. They're not meant to close. They're hardly even meant to stay on. Shows are meant to be decorative, not functional. They lend the caravan a nice trailer park touch as does the tornado damage.
I can't take it off anymore. The arthritis in my wrists and fingers makes it too hard.
Do I have that lube still, right? Oh, I don't have that jar of lube. Okay.
It's hot in here.
Okay, she doesn't care about that. Okay. The driver whips the horses into a frenzy now that he knows that the rally will have time. When the horse has the game thinks that I went a completely other way.
Oh, this is nothing.
Or
Kathy
I
Lee
left
had
this
someone
area.
on who was demonstrating how to make these. Even Regis didn't look so bad in one.
Accessorize with. She hands it head and you slip it on.
How do I look?
Even worse.
Thank you. You slip the cap off and hand it back. Of course. Of course. I don't know. Hold on. Oh. Purchase
This
it.
is my last.
Okay. Buy that.
Take my advice. Wait till next week. I'm making a batch of my own dried newt for my nephew Theodore's bar mitzvah.
Okay.
That's my younger boy, the man.
Right.
I'm sorry. This is a fan.
Right. Okay. Oh, man. I'm missing something, damn it.
You're all right, then. Have fun, sir. And I'll be awaiting you when you're ready to go.
Look, notice you look at the cigarettes.
If you like cigarettes, you'd also like the lunch special at Star Bucharest's.
What's the special?
Blackened lungfish.
Never acquired a taste for tobacco. Okay.
How can I?
I think I'll...
Oh, wait a minute.
I said...
Oh, I...
You prefer to read something less depressing and violent than these newspapers, like latest from Clive Barker.
None of these sunglasses will fit me. I only have 2 eyes.
We can fix that.
We can?
They say if one of your eyeballs gets eaten out of your head, 2 will grow back in its place.
What?
Do they?
It's worth a try. Come closer.
No.
Last time you carried spare eyeballs around with you, you forgot to take them out of your pocket before doing the laundry. Never again. Shut her and drop it back on the shelf.
My God, they're still warm.
That's the way they're best. Cold teeth give you a headache.
I can't tell if this spider is dead or alive.
I can't keep track. Poke her in the abdomen.
You foolishly poke the spider in the abdomen. It turns and snaps at your finger, which jerk back just in time. A small thread of ichor drips off its twitching mouth and pools on the floor.
That'll be 40 Bonnie.
Changed my mind.
Okay. Dusty action figures on the shelves. Charlie and Lynette in the Manson family camper. Don't ask, don't tell. G.I. Joe, complete with dishonorable discharge cookie school's diploma. And religious cult Barbie's dream compound, which comes with 3,000 rolls of caps, 150 water guns, 28 water balloon launchers, other toy-sized religious paraphernalia. You don't see any action figures particularly want to buy, except you do kind of like this one that looks like Doc Webster. And this one that looks like Fast Eddie. And Mickey Finn with Kung Fu Grip. Hey, will this ceaseless merchandising never end? Makes more sense to get these duty-free shops on the way home. Okay. Look at Claims bin, you can find many travel-sized samples of American patent medicines, Nucafed, the tax-time headache remedy, and Veterans Pain Formula, the strongest narcotic you can buy, now in prescription strength.
Ah, the old standby of the 5 and dime. Award ribbons with world's best dad and world's smallest grandmother. World's most disgruntled postal worker. This one has bullet holes in it.
Mr. Spud for Brains back at Callahan fulfills your daily adult requirement for starch-based life forms. Okay. Okay.
Where are we?
Let's go to the...
That'll be...
I'm fairly sure I just need a sign so I can beg properly, but... Pull down a page and...
first edition of How to Serve Man.
Okay.
And signed by the author.
Ready to depart, then,
Not
by all.
How'd you know I was coming?
Master Pyotr told me.
But how did he know? I left on the spur of the moment. Only one other person knew I was going.
Nothing is ever as on the spur of the moment as it seems.
Oh, that is deep.
Started to get the wolf painted the butler, but you remember Peter telling you that in his homeland... Oh, yes, right. I forgot.
Ready to... Not by all.
Where
Castle Florescu, south of the Transylvanian Alps in Romania.
And Piotr lives
One
here?
thing I need to do to break through and keep going.
He has not lived here for many years.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I keep bumping into things due to the lack of illumination, but it does give a castle a homey feel otherwise so difficult to achieve.
Maybe some track lighting would help.
Indirect light, of course.
Yeah, bounce it off the walls a little bit. You know, warm it up with some colored lenses.
Yes, I like it very much. Very much. Thank you, Master Stonebender. Thank you. There may be a few extra snails for you tonight.
We're having snails for dinner?
I meant in your bed.
Ah, thank you.
Ready? Not by all.
What sort of...
Racquetball, weight room, Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I thought for sure you'd have one of those kidney-shaped swimming pools.
Sauna, vending machine room, parking garage, solarium, conservatory, library, teleconference room, war room, bomb shelter, hedge maze, video parlor, isolation tank, planetarium, zoo, dungeon, and the world's biggest walk-in salad bar.
Actually, I meant like bathroom facilities. It was a long trip.
Yes, well, we couldn't think of everything. Sorry.
Alrighty. Spirit slates. Pair of old-fashioned schoolhouse wooden slates lie here. You take the slates! Oh my god, what?
Will that be all? Or are you still browsing?
I'm still browsing.
God, there it is. It's a slate. You write on the slate. Jesus. Of course you do. It's a blackboard. It's a chalkboard. So we take this. There we go. Write what? You will choose 7 space, size 20 at Burma shape. Burma shape, I love it. I was looking for food. Sing the inside word of the show. The end is near Matthew 7:15. My child is on the honor roll, but high. Help, I'm too sarcastic for my own good. Learn to play guitar 20 Bonnie per hour. Help, my dog up and died. He up and died. Help, I have no head. There we go. You scrawl the message on the slate. You and these magic slates have never met before today, right?
Right here, sir.
Let's go.
Straight up. Sim salabim, sir.
Thank you. Okay, they're... Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't need to do that. Passerbys have been in comment. A few of them actually gasp. Oh my, this one is the most pitiful of all. If you give him money, he'll just spend it on what, hats? He's a fake. He had a head a minute ago. Yeah, but you gotta give him an A for execution. Hear footsteps receding after a few moments. You close the box and remove it. Then you collect the coins and stand up again. Yay! You got a goodly number of Bonnie, enough to get you anything you might need. Ah, God, finally. I missed one thing and it fucking stopped me right dead in my tracks. Okay, perfect. Let's do a quick save here. Okay, save it.